Yes, my name is Larry Pinson Sr. I did a YouTube video before, and I was talking about providing jobs without taxpayers' money. I was talking about providing jobs without corporate money. And I was talking about providing jobs without private business owners' money. This is my book, Chapps. This book is a book that is a must read for everybody. So, as we know, as the world is going on today, is in turmoil. But this book will fix the economy and end poverty for everybody. So, you got to get this book and understand this book. Go to Barnes and Noble and order this book. It's only $6.99, so you can follow the book. Now, I want to talk about the reason why you should use this book. People at the United States Post Office are being robbed. They are being robbed of their heritage. And we as black people, I'm talking about black people, that's always at the tail. It's God said He's going to bring us to the head. And the only way He's going to bring us to the head is with Chapps, as far as the economy goes. You got a lot of people out there saying the economy is great, but not in the black neighborhood. We have to build our neighborhood up, and that's the ghetto. That's where they want us at. That's fine, but we got to build it up. We got to make it better than neighborhoods like Oak Park, Forest Park. Neighborhoods that you think that's pristine. Hey, the ghetto, the greater Landale area. President Trump said it right. He said he drove through it. He said, look how we living. He's right. He said, what kind of people live like that? The people that live like that are the people that's being lied to by the United States government. And I'm going to tell you what I mean. I served in the United States Army. I got drafted in 67, and I've served for 2 years. I was in Vietnam for 1 year. And one day I was sitting on a mountaintop wondering, why in the world am I over here? I said, I can't fly off this mountain. And I can't swim off this mountain. That's the seas back home. So I said, man, I'm trapped. But the reason I was over there is for our democracy and what we're fighting for today. And I seen a lieutenant the other day watching the debates, talking about how we're going to keep our democracy. And LT, I know what a CIB is. I think everybody should know what a CIB is. The ones that don't know and don't respect it, what are we fighting for? What are you fighting for? We are fighting for our democracy, and we are fighting for the future. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm a boomer. I'm a baby boomer. You can Google and look it up and see what a baby boomer is. But the baby boomers are over. And you got the baby boomers, the ones with property, paying property taxes, paying for these politicians that don't care. They don't care about you. But they'll tell you that they care. I had so many politicians denying me, and I'm going to start with one of our newest politicians of the city of Chicago. That's Mayor Lightfoot. I met Mayor Lightfoot the other day, in the 37th Ward with Emma Mitz. Oh, I had to say 2-minute Emma, because she said, all you got is 2 minutes. How could I explain Chapps in 2 minutes? I've been going to her, trying to tell her to get an interview with the mayor. She didn't even tell me the mayor was coming. I guess I have to look up and go over there one day. And they said the mayor was coming. I said, well, the mayor is coming. And they were getting ready for him. Okay, that's fine. But mayor, lady mayor, please, you said you're going to provide jobs. But, and I said, and I told you, provide jobs without taxpayers' money. I haven't got a call yet. How you going to do that, Larry? But you are still saying downstate. People downstate don't care about us. Them good old boys down there. I had a good experience with them when I was in the Illinois National Guard. They don't care. They ain't thinking about you. That's why they downstate. We got to do it on our own. And how we do it on our own, everybody got 168 hours. You have your own hours. So you got to read this book and understand this book to find your own hours. And then you don't let nobody work your own hours. You got to put 8 hours in a 24-hour pay system. That's what you got to do. And you got the teachers, you know, teachers are hoodwinked. I went over there and I told them people to run Chapps. Oh, we can't do it. Why you can't do it? Yes, you can do it. All you got to do is run Chapps. That's all you got to do. Because everybody got 8 hours. Everybody got 8 hours. Now, what I want you to do, Miss Mayor, please have everybody that works for the city of Chicago, put them in the Chapps pay system. And then they have to work 1 week and be off 3 weeks and 1 day within 1 week. It's easy to figure it out. Now, nobody is going to help us but ourselves. God said He's going to help those who help themselves, you know. And the people that I know, is a whole lot of people, when I mention God, it's a whole lot of people don't believe in God. But there's a whole lot of people that do believe in God. I want you to get on God's side and read this book. Because he told me the baby boomers is over with the baby boomers. So the baby boomers shouldn't be paying, property taxes to pay for the politicians, because the politicians is not trying to hear us. They're not. They're getting a free ride, but the free ride is over, because God said He's going to give everybody a double salary. And when you get a double salary, that means you got to work 8,320 hours. You get 2,080 hours to pay for this year's salary, 2,080 hours to pay for all your benefits that's tax-free, 2,080 hours to pay for a stipend pay that's tax-free. And the reason you get a stipend pay is because you got to work 2,080 hours to pay for next year's salary. But guess what? That money is yours in the Chapps pay system. And then you know what? People talking about Obamacare. If you look in this book, the reason I wrote this book was for President Barack Obama. But I did never get an opportunity to give it to him. I never did. And then I found out later that I couldn't give it to him because right now, the baby boomers have to get out the way. It's the same thing how God did those Hebrews over there up under Mount Sinai. He told them 40 years He gonna let them squander around in the desert, and then He gonna let them go to the promised land. Dr. Martin Luther King said the night before he died, he told us, we as a people will get to the promised land. And I'm telling you, the only way you're gonna get there is for doing this salary, Chapps, on your own hours. You know you own your own fingerprints. Recently, you just found out you own your own DNA. So now you have to run Chapps. 168. You got to put that money back for the next generation. Now, everybody, all my constituents, saying that Chapps is not going to work. Now, it's not going to work for you because you're a boomer and it's over with for you. But I hope you got a son. I hope you got a daughter that need to go to college. They need to go to college and get a good education. your grandson, your granddaughters need to go to college and get a good education. But guess what? When you run Chapps, when them teachers run Chapps, everything they do is debt free, doc. So the students, all the students right now is paying these high loans and stuff like that. Tell somebody, tell your alderman, tell your congressman, tell somebody to run Chapps so you want to be paying for no student loan. Tell somebody. And make sure you tell those preachers. Tell them to run Chapps also in their church. How you do that? All the offerings and offerings you getting with your tithes, go to the bank. Make sure that you're going to pay everybody in that church who's going to get paid. If they don't want to volunteer, and if it's worth for them to be paid, pay them. Put them on the payroll. And then with your offerings, then you pay that loan off. Now it's the church loan. It's a preacher's loan. Now, Pastor, you can retire. But you ain't going to be using the offerings, the tithes, and the offerings is yours. Because, the reason you get the offerings is because people give you a tip. But God says you are tithe, your yearly salary. That means you retire your yearly salary. So that means that you're going to get a yearly salary beyond your grade. And so run Chapps. And I'll be getting back with you again, hopefully, Ms. Mary. And then everybody has to be put in a government fiscal years. You got to know what the government fiscal years are. And everybody have to understand how many hours you have to work for 2,000. You have to work to 8,320 hours to earn 2,080 hours for your pay. And that's when you're working at the post office, that's what you're going to see on your check, 2,080 hours. But you're not going to see the hidden figures. Get this book, and you'll see the hidden figures. It's your money. We're always going to be slaves. We're always going to be living in the ghetto. We want to run Chapps, and we want to tear them streets up that's lead-filled water that's running through those pipes, killing us. Run Chapps. It's free. Everything you do in the Chapps pay system is free because you're giving the money back for the next generation. Thank you.